I feel like this has been consistently competition between Xbox and PlayStation, right?
Yep.
So by the time we hear of news,
For free
from
games
Xbox
from
or
Xbox,
PlayStation, we hear, a response from the other. It's like Xbox announces their console. Shit, next week PlayStation say, hey, we got one too in the cut, and it's damn near finished. You know what I mean? Whatever. But so Xbox announces all of their stuff that they're coming out with, adding on to the Game Pass, which is already there, by the way, if you're wondering. And then PlayStation, they've had this play at home initiative going on for like a little while now. They had some stuff that they gave us for free in 2020. But and then they gave us another one towards the beginning of this year. They literally just gave us another one. I think this month or something like that, right? Horizon Zero Dawn is now available
100%
for free. Yeah,
And
it's not part of like the PS Plus or whatever. You just get it.
And it's
you
all
go on
DLC
there,
too.
you get
All the
it.
DLC.
Right. So
It's really cool.
it's the ultimate edition or whatever.
Yep.
And then on top of that, you have like a whole 10 games, I believe.
Yeah, it's like they're just throwing games at us, man. Like both sides.
Yeah,
Free
so
games for you.
Yeah.
Free games for you.
But these ones are free. That's what I like. You don't
Yeah.
need to have PlayStation Plus.
Right.
You don't need to
It's
have
just,
anything.
that's really
right.
cool, man.
So I mean, they've got Rezco, they've got
That's
Abzu,
crazy. The Witness was a $40
Witness,
game.
Into the Gungeon, which I've
a great
played,
game.
Subnautica.
All these are great games. Subnautica is like a really good one. It's like a No Man's Sky, right? But it's like in the underwater world.
Yeah. I
It's
think
a
so.
lot more limited, but
Yeah, but it's like an open kind of
More
it's,
like
open,
a
it's an open
exploring,
world.
yeah.
You
Right.
build your
It's
little
a big, massive world, right?
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah,
big.
Yeah.
Because this is one that I played on the Game Pass quite a bit. Like I got the platinum
liked it, man.
equivalent
People
on
like that
the
game.
Game Pass. But yeah, it is pretty sick.
Yeah, and then I was excited to see that Moss for PlayStation VR was free. Astrobot Rescue Mission for the VR was free. I've never heard of Paper Beast, but I might
neither.
give it a look.
Is that
But
one a VR
one's a
only?
VR game
Okay,
also.
There's 4 VR games.
And then
for free.
Thumper.
I think
That's another
Thumper's a
VR
pretty
game.
big one. That one I've actually heard of, I think.
That one I
It's like
haven't
a
heard
music,
of either.
right? It's like it moves, like
It
you move
might
it
be.
forward or something like that.
I'm
Move
not
the ship
sure.
forward.
I may give it
don't
a
know.
try, but I do
They're
know
all
that
free, dude.
I do know that people raved about Moss being like a really
Yeah.
good PSVR
Yeah,
game.
people like Moss.
And then Astrobot, I heard was good
course,
also.
Astrobot.
So those two, just if they just gave me those two for VR, is cool. And the
for
fact
sure.
that they're even giving you some VR games is nice because it just allows people to maybe get a little bit more of an interest to want to play the VR and experience it. You know what I mean? Because you just have a couple of games now that you can play for free on it. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
that's really cool. Just free games for the VR, right? Like that's a big deal.
I think after these, I'll probably have like 10 or more VR
games,
you
yeah,
know,
right?
From PS
Just
Plus.
by
So
themselves.
I definitely want to buy a PSVR at some point. It's
Mm-hmm.
on my radar for sure.
And I could say for certain, like The Witness and the Enter the Gungeon are like high quality games.
Oh, yeah.
Really high quality games. Like I know you guys probably haven't played The Witness yet, but it's a great puzzle game.
I haven't
I
played
haven't,
The
you know,
Witness,
so,
but I
like-
did play Into the Gungeon, and I had fun with that
Yeah.
one. I think
Yeah.
we might have tried to play it on the the co-op or whatever online.
Yeah,
once or twice
Enter the
before.
Gungeon's it's really
Right,
cool.
that's a good
I
one.
just think it's a little too hard, but it's really great. It's a great game,
Yeah,
but it
it's
might
a
be a
good one.
tad hard, but it's or just a tad less rewarding. It's not about necessarily hard, but they just need to give you a little bit more
Yeah.
upgrades, and then I think it'd be a really great game.
For sure.
So like that's some really high quality stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Most of-
absolute free.
Yeah. Most
Mm-hmm.
of the non-VR games were available on Game Pass, so that's one thing I kind of laugh about.
Is it at some
Oh.
point in time?
Abzu was Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Subnautica Game Pass. Enter the Gungeon, I believe, is on Game Pass.
I think so.
Was
Um,
it? Yeah, I can't
like
remember. I
most of
own
these-
it. I don't know if I got it
yeah.
from Game Pass or if I bought it, but I play it a
Yeah.
lot.
I bought it on the Switch first.
Well,
but-
the funny thing is if you got it on Xbox from Game Pass, you don't own it because as soon as they get rid of that shit, you don't.
That
have
was
it
actually
anymore.
you just mentioned that brought up the point I wanted to make about Outriders. I fear that.
that when they take it off.
No, what if they do?
What if they do take it
At
off?
some
all
point in
your progress?
time in the future, what if they decide to remove it from Game Pass?
I guess that's the caveat, right? With like the catch-22 with getting games on the Game Pass, like playing them.
that sucks.
Is that if it's one of those lasting games like Destiny 2 or whatever, if they ever decide that they want to take Destiny 2 off, like your progression, then you'd have to buy the updated DLC
That's
stuff
terrible,
or
dude.
whatever and
Yeah.
move it to PlayStation if that's what you had, or you'd have to end up buying the game eventually.
Yeah, but it seems like that's pretty rare. And,
the only one I can think of is Red Dead Redemption 2. That probably annoyed a lot of people who are really into that like
They
online.
took it off?
Yeah, they took it off Game Pass.
Didn't they take off?
See, I was thinking that they would remove indie games.
I thought they used to have Grand Theft Auto.
Titles.
GTA 5 was on there at some point.
Probably. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 was, and they took that down.
Yeah.
And so, if you had been building up your character,
yeah,
and they remove it, that sucks, man.
Because that game holds its value too.
Yeah, it's an extensive, long game.
But I mean, Red Dead 2 is probably pretty cheap that you could buy it now.
It's still
right?
like 30, man.
Yeah, I think it's still like 20, 30 bucks.
Like $30, man. It doesn't go down.
Dude, those Rockstar games are always expensive.
They always
GTA is
man.
still like 20, 30, 40 bucks.
30, 40 bucks for
and that
those
game
games.
came on the PS3 originally.
He never goes
Yeah,
down.
I would. That's like, it just like, even though Red Dead Redemption 2 is a good game, I had a lot of fun with it. It's just if it's been out for so long, it should be like dirt cheap.
Nah, man.
Any other game would reduce heavily any amount. So it's like, why are you still trying to poach us for like an old ass game?
They hold their value, bro.